Have you ever wondered what separates the average person from a millionaire? Is it just luck, a big inheritance, or a winning lottery ticket? For most, it's none of the above. It's a specific way of thinking, a framework for making decisions, and a set of habits that consistently build wealth. This is the Millionaire Mindset. And the good news, anyone can learn it. Stick around, because today we're breaking down exactly how to think like the rich in America. And it's simpler than you might imagine. Let us start with a foundational truth that many people miss. Wealth isn't just about how much money you make. It's about how much money you keep and, more importantly, how you make that money work for you. The average person trades time for money. They work a job, get a paycheck, pay their bills, and maybe save a little. Millionaires, on the other hand, build systems that generate money, even when they're not actively working. This is the shift from active income to passive income. It's the difference between being a cog in a machine and owning the machine itself. So, how do they do this? It begins with a different perspective on risk. While many people see risk as something to be avoided at all costs, the wealthy see it as an opportunity. They don't gamble blindly, of course. They practice calculated risk. This means they do their homework. They study investments, understand market trends, and aren't afraid to put their money into assets like stocks, real estate, or starting a business. They understand that the greatest risk isn't failing. It's never trying at all. Playing it safe your whole life guarantees you'll never achieve extraordinary results. The key is to start small, learn from your mistakes, and gradually take on bigger, smarter risks as your knowledge and capital grow. Another core pillar of the millionaire mindset is a relentless focus on growth and learning. The wealthy are almost always voracious readers and lifelong learners. They understand that their most valuable asset is their own knowledge. While others might spend their evenings watching TV, a future millionaire is more likely to be reading a book on finance, taking an online course about a new industry, or networking with people who know more than they do. They see education not as a one-time event that ends with a diploma, but as a continuous, daily process. They ask questions, seek out mentors, and are never too proud to admit they don't know something. This constant self-improvement is what gives them an edge. It allows them to spot opportunities others miss, and navigate challenges that would stop the average person in their tracks. Let's talk about a big one: delayed gratification. In our world of instant, everything fast food, on-demand streaming, next-day delivery, patience has become a superpower. Most people live for the weekend, spending their paycheck as soon as it hits their bank account on things that provide short-term pleasure but have no long-term value. The millionaire mindset is the exact opposite. It's about making sacrifices in the short term to secure a much better future. It's choosing to invest $1,000 in an index fund instead of buying the latest smartphone. It's driving a modest car so you can afford a down payment on a rental property. It's not about depriving yourself of everything you enjoy. It's about making conscious, intentional choices. It's asking yourself, will this purchase move me closer to my financial goals, or further away? This simple question can radically change your spending habits and, ultimately, your financial destiny. Now, let's connect this to a powerful concept: viewing money as a tool, not a goal. For many, the goal is simply to be rich. It's a vague destination with no map. For those with a millionaire mindset, money is a tool, a very useful one, to build a life of freedom, create opportunities, and have a positive impact. They don't chase money for its own sake. They chase the freedom that money provides. Freedom to work on projects they're passionate about, freedom to spend more time with their families, freedom to travel, and freedom to give back to causes they care about. When you see money as a tool, you become more strategic about how you use it. You stop hoarding it out of fear and start deploying it to build the life you truly want. This brings us to problem solving. The average person often sees a problem and complains about it. The millionaire sees a problem and asks, "How can I solve this? And is there a business opportunity here?" Every major company you can think of, from Amazon to Uber to Airbnb, was born from someone solving a common problem at scale. The wealthy don't run from problems, they run towards them. They have an owner's mentality. When something is broken, they don't wait for someone else to fix it. They take responsibility and find a solution. This proactive approach applies to their finances, their careers, and their personal lives. It's a mindset that says, "I am in control of my own destiny, and I have the power to change my circumstances." Finally, let's discuss the company you keep. There is an old saying, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." The wealthy understand this better than anyone. They actively seek out and build relationships with other successful, ambitious, and positive individuals. They join masterminds, attend industry conferences, and build a network of advisors and mentors. Being around people who are playing a bigger game than you are will force you to level up. Their conversations are different. They talk about ideas, investments, and opportunities, not just people and problems. This environment of ambition and success is contagious. If you want to change your thinking, start by changing the people you're listening to. So, let's recap the core principles. First, shift your focus from active income to building systems for passive income. Second, embrace calculated risk instead of avoiding it. Third, commit to lifelong learning and continuous self-improvement. Fourth, master the art of delayed gratification. Fifth, view money as a tool for freedom, not the end goal itself. Sixth, become a problem solver, not a complainer. And seventh, intentionally surround yourself with successful, like-minded people. Adopting the millionaire mindset isn't an overnight switch. It's a journey of unlearning old habits and building new, more powerful ones. It starts with a single decision to think differently. Start with one of these principles today. Pick one and apply it. Maybe it's reading for 30 minutes before bed instead of scrolling on your phone. Maybe it's setting up an automatic transfer to an investment account, no matter how small. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and your journey to financial freedom begins with a single thought. Thanks so much for watching. If this video gave you a new perspective, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content on building wealth and living a better life. Let me know in the comments which part of the millionaire mindset you're going to start working on first. See you in the next video.